People, good afternoon to you. How you guys doing? Hope your day is great. So far, so good. I'm just at the office and I thought to run through this live based on what I just saw, some things that just hit me real strong. Like, did you know there are some lives that are planned, and I have those lives that are not planned. This is one of the non-planned lives. All right. I have a lot of meetings today, so I'm going to try to make sure I put it in perspective. The topic of this talk is don't light your candle at both ends and expose it to the wind. Don't light your candle at both ends and expose it to the wind. There's a quiet exhaustion happening in the world right now. So look around you, your place of work, at home. There's a quiet exhaustion happening in the world right now. So not the kind you fix with sleep, and not the kind you fix with a vacation. It's a kind that comes from burning yourself in many directions. See, while life keeps blowing wind at you for every step, and nobody taught us how to protect our flame. Nobody taught us how to protect our flame. We are taught how to hustle, how to grind, how to push, how to keep going. But we're never taught how to last, how to outlive the hustle, or how to outlive the result of the hustle. A candle doesn't burn out because it was weak. No, it doesn't. It doesn't burn out because it was weak. It burns out because it was exposed too much. A candle burns out because it was exposed too much. Too much heat, too much pressure, too much wind, and no protection. And no protection. And some of us, we are lighting our candles at both ends. Like I did say, this live wasn't planned for. This was based on something I saw today at the office. We are lighting our candles at both ends, and that's not enough. We are even exposing it to the wind, unshielded. We say yes to everything. We spend money we haven't earned yet. We make emotional decisions we haven't processed yet. We chase outcomes we haven't prepared for yet. And then most of the time we wonder why we feel empty. See, burnout isn't always loud. Burnout isn't loud. Sometimes burnout looks like losing interest in things you used to love, being surrounded by people but you feel lonely, making decisions just to escape discomfort, being busy but not fulfilled, tired even after resting. And friends, here's a painful truth. Most people don't burn out because life demanded too much. They burn out because they never learned how to manage themselves. Self-management is a big issue here. A lot of people burn out because they don't know how to manage themselves. We weren't taught how to pace our lives. We weren't taught how to respect our limits. We weren't taught how to say, not now, later. So we light the candle on both sides and we expose it to the wind, unshielded. Your candle burns so fast. To the young minds watching this and those that will watch it later, let me talk to you for a moment. You don't need to have it all figured out by 25, by 22, by 20. No, you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to rush into debt to look successful. You don't need to burn your mental health trying to prove something to people who won't be there for you in 10 years. There's nothing wrong with learning slowly. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with building quietly. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm still becoming. I'm still learning. There's nothing wrong with that. Young people, what's dangerous is trying to live a future you haven't prepared for yet. You're trying to live what 10 years looks like for you today. Don't light your candle at both ends just to look bright early. Because some people shine fast and disappear faster. Now to the adults carrying responsibility, to adults watching, and those that will watch later, the parents, the providers, the leaders, the ones holding it all together. I'm saying this because I'm also a parent. You've been strong so long that you forgot to be honest. You don't rest because people depend on you. You don't pause because bills don't pause. You don't slow down because everything feels urgent. But here's the question no one asks you. What is protecting your flame? What is protecting your flame? You're making financial decisions under pressure, emotional decisions while exhausted, life decisions while overwhelmed. That's how people lose years. It's not because they didn't try, but because they never stopped to stabilize. See, friends, the wind is not your enemy. The wind is not your enemy. Life will always have winds. Oh, life will always have winds, and expect winds at every step. Unexpected expenses, relationship strain, career uncertainty, aging parents, growing children, unanswered prayers. The wind isn't the problem. The problem is exposing your flame without protection. Some of us are overcommitted emotionally. We are overextended financially. We are underdeveloped mentally. We are undernourished spiritually. And we're still asking, why am I tired? Can't you see why you're tired? See, candles were never meant to fight storms alone. Candles were never meant to fight storms alone, because candles can't handle the wind that comes with the storm. So one of the great things that you need to know, thank you so much, friends. Thank you. I really appreciate that. One of the things you need to know is that wisdom is knowing what to learn next. Wisdom is knowing what to learn next. One of the fastest way people burn out is refusing to learn what the next season requires. In my YouTube channel, you go check my channel, you see I talked about the seasons of life. Wisdom is knowing what you need to learn next. And one of the fastest way people burn out is refusing to learn what the next season requires. We want results without understanding, titles without skills, comfort without discipline, growth without cost. But every season of life depends on, or it demands, new knowledge. Financial wisdom before financial freedom. Emotional maturity before leadership. Self-awareness before relationship. Stability before expansion. If you don't learn what the season requires, friends, you will try to survive with yesterday tools. And that's how candles melt. So hear this clearly, friends. Slow is not lazy. Slow is not lazy. Slow is not unambitious. Slow is not failure. Slow is intentional. Slow is protecting your flame so it can burn longer. Slow is choosing sustainability over applause. Slow is protecting your mind, your body, your future. Some of the strongest people you admire don't rush, they endured. They endured. They learned when others skipped. They saved when others spent. They rested when others burnt out. And that's why they're still standing. That's why they're still standing till date. Let me ask you something, and don't rush past this, please. Where are you lighting your candles at both ends? Is it in your finance? Is it in your relationship? Is it in your schedule? Is it in your expectations of yourself? And why are you standing in the wind, hoping strength alone will be enough? See, strength without wisdom leads to exhaustion. Passion without boundaries leads to regret. Ambition without patience leads to collapse. I dare say this season of your life isn't about burning brighter. No, it's about burning longer. It's about saying no without guilt, learning before leaping, resting without apology, building without comparison, growing without self-destruction. You don't need to prove anything today. You need to protect what is inside of you. Because the wind doesn't need you burnt out, or the world doesn't need you burnt out, I dare say. Your family doesn't need you empty. Your future doesn't need you exhausted. It needs you whole. As parents, it is very important we learn this. Your family doesn't need you burnt out. Your kids doesn't need you burning out yourself at this phase and thinking, oh, because I have bills to pay, I'll rest later. When later comes, it becomes another story. You're getting bundled from hospital to hospital, from sick home to sick home. Now your kids are grown, but you've become another clog in the eye of the pot. You've become a source of problem for them. Why not manage your candle carefully? Why not stop lighting your candle on both ends? Why not stop exposing your candle to the winds? Whatever is burning you on every side, stop exposing it to the winds. Like I did say, I didn't plan to have this session. I didn't plan to have this. This is not one of the planned lives. This happened because of what I saw at workplace. Stop lighting candles on both ends. If you're going to stand in the wind, make sure your candle is covered. Make sure your candle is protected. Don't expose your candle to the wind. If you light your candle and stand in the wind, it's going to burn faster. You might glow fast, but you burn out quickly. Honor your pace. Honor your pace. Respect your limits. Learn what you need to learn. Build what you can sustain. Your light isn't meant to be rushed. Your light is meant to last. Friends, if this spoke to you, if this resonates with you, sit with it for a moment. I dare say go over it again. This is one of those videos that came out from experience. There was no script. There was no pre-planned script for this. This happened out of spontaneity. And I've created a playlist for videos like this on my platform. Things that just happened that you're like, whoa, where did it go wrong? And